Hello everyone, welcome to you all. I am JNG. This is our channel JM Social. Today we are going to discuss about what is the importance of India-China friendship and what is the current economic scenario in the world and which are the areas India and China need to focus on, what are the internal politics of China and India, and which are the issues going on between India and China, and finally if they hold hand together, then what is the amazing result will be. Before we get into the topic, if you are not yet subscribed our channel, please subscribe our channel and please click the bell icon and you will get the notification whenever we post a video immediately. So let me go into the topic first. After the result of 2008 global recession, the world is moving from globalization to localization that are reflected through the Brexit, Britain plan of leaving from European Union, or America First policy of Mr. Trump, then India's Make in India policy, or Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan recent development. Otherwise, then again the issue in US regarding H2B visa. These are asking you questions whether the globalization came to the peak and now the degradation started. 2005 CES policy, that means exclusive economic zone policy, result led to acquiring of more land for economic development. But unfortunately, most of the land occupied not yet utilized for the industrial development because of lack of implementation regarding to economic impact assessment or land acquiring issue. Those issues are still in many of the court. Captured land is not yet utilized. Through exclusive economic zone, India planned to give tax relief and inviting foreign investors to invest in those economic zones, developing infrastructure facilities and making facilities for getting water or power. But even then, the foreign investment in India is not as expected because India's economy is mainly focused on service sector. India's contribution in GDP, about 62% come from the 25% labor participation in service sector. At the same time, more than 50% of people involved in agriculture, but the economic contribution of those 50% is just about 18% in Indian GDP. India mainly need investment for production-oriented industries. Our rival, particularly nearby Southeast Asian countries and Bangladesh, they are receiving more investment because of permanent politics and transparent tax laws. But in the case of India, though we have democratic principle and our economy is more open, but our expectation of investment is not yet came. India need more investment for economic production, and India try to get rid of from the global supply chain and try to maintain a sustainable local supply chain and increase the consumer for the products which are produced in India, and also India try to get global market access and increase the quality of the product which are developed in India to meet the international quality demand. But in the recent development in 2020, India planned to get rid of from RCEP, Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. It is a world largest trading bloc. It includes 10 Southeast Asian countries and India, China, South Korea, Japan, New Zealand and Australia. But after India concerning about a farmer maybe get affected if they signed and proceed with the agreement as a present rule, or maybe even micro small medium industries also get affected because of competition in the global market. Then again, India worry about the flooding of Chinese product into the Indian market. So India, since service sector oriented economy, India is expecting more relaxation regarding employment opportunity in those countries. The total trade between India and China is about $85 billion in 2009. India import about the product value $65 billion from China and export only $16 billion worth product to China. In 1987, India's economy and Chinese economy was almost similar, but in 2020, Chinese economy had grown to $14 trillion, but in the case of India, it's just only $3 trillion. So Chinese economy is about five-fold higher than India. India import about 70% of the product from China, which include low-cost electronic product and heavy industry product and active pharma ingredients. India developing about 20% of generic medicine when compared to the total production of the world, and also 62% of total vaccine production in the world happening in India. So India is actually called as a pharmacy of the world. So when we stop the Chinese products import to India immediately, then those industries which are producing pharmaceutical products, they will definitely suffer to get the active ingredients for the medicine. India recently banned 59 Chinese apps concerning about the national security threat and privacy threat, and also recently came up with a 275 apps list to black it later. But these kind of steps again made hurdle for the countries to invest in India. India is climbing in every year, is doing business, but the ground reality is not as much we expected, because the Make in India is not that much successful as we planned initially. India recently planned to mention the rule of origin. That means the product whichever developed in a country, that need to be mentioned in the product when it's sold through e-commerce or GEM. That means government e-marketplace. But in the case of mentioning the rule of origin, that means the product from which country it is coming, it is practically very difficult. The reason is that due to the globalization, the entire product is not completely developed in a single country. The spare parts are developed in most of the different countries and coming back together, and it is assembled like in China later. Then again the final product shipped to the demanded customer through e-commerce like Amazon, Flipkart. Recently Walmart took much of the share from Flipkart, and also Facebook planned to took share of 10% in geo industry that worth around $45,000. But when we invest much in the big industries, that won't create much employment. The reason is that those companies already developed, so they must focus on more on technology and know-how process. But in the case of when we invest in small industries, that will give more employment opportunities, and they won't have much to invest in technological development. So the technology which are doing the job need to be done by the manual, so it automatically increase the manual work demand. In order to be a world competitive and self-sustained economy, India must focus on getting more investment and producing sustainable product within the country itself, and increase the local consumption, and try to increase export, and try to get a trade bloc like RCEP and negotiable agreement for the betterment of export. Then our products which are developed in India must be competitive enough in the world market. And also we should not brand only in India. The quality must say the value of the product instead of just name of the country. For example, Apple. China's current political situation is hard to deal with the Taiwan issue or Hong Kong issue. The Hong Kong is world 8th largest trading entity. Then again Taiwan is developing a lot of semiconductor devices, and again the smartphone chips. China's internal issue in Tibetan region, Xinjiang region, Uyghur Muslim. Then again China indirectly support to the Pakistan. Pakistan tried to send a lot of terror through the Kashmir border, give internal threat to India. Then again China trying to block the water coming from Tibetan region to India, and then some of the time it won't share the data regarding to water management before pre-monsoon reason, in order to avoid flood in Bihar, Assam or Uttar Pradesh. Then border issue with China in Arunachal Pradesh and recently in Ladakh. These are the issues need to be settled amicably with through proper talk instead of muscle power. Then China must stop cornering India through developing a port around India, the Pillar of String. The China must support India's plan to bring back comprehensive convention against terrorism in UN. Then India joined in United Nations Security Council. When Chinese Premier Mr. Xi Jinping came to India in 2014-15, he told that when China and India voice together, the world must listen. These kind of aspirations give some kind of hope, but even then, the informal summit in 2018 Wuhan and followed by the 2019 in Mamallapuram, but those summit not yet gave proved result. That is clearly understood through the recent Ladakh region border issue. India also must concentrating on give a feeling of Kashmir people to be included in the mainstream development. Then again, India must have the peace accord as we successfully had with the Nagas, with other militant group also. Then India's focus must be practical oriented education approach, like skill development oriented approach. Shows much of the shift in our traditional approach regarding education. So when India and China hand together and focusing much on development regarding eradication of poverty and give more employment opportunity instead of focusing on army development, then the superpower aspiration of India and China will meet together. It will definitely give best result for the world politics. Friends, please subscribe our channel and click the bell icon. Whenever we post a video, it will directly notify you immediately. If you like this video, please share it to your friends and family and give your support through your comment and opinion. Thank you for watching this video. We will meet again in our next discussion. Until then, take care. Love you all. Bye bye.